All right, let's get into some Pistons talk. Bleacher Report came up with a trade that was send Blake Griffin to Charlotte for expiring contract of Nicholas Batum and Malik Monk, who's been a disappointment from out of Kentucky. But let's talk about it. That subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. Me personally, I don't understand why Michael Jordan would do that trade in Charlotte. It makes no sense. Once again, it was some talk about them doing a trade with Chicago. Unless Blake Griffin comes out whenever next season starts, you're hearing December 1st, you're hearing early January 2021, or you're hearing even March. Unless Blake Griffin comes out and balls out in the first half of the season, then you think about making that trade. But Blake Griffin has $36 and then $39 million owed to him the last 2 years of the contract. Now, if the Pistons can move Blake Griffin, I think they would move Blake Griffin. I don't care what Troy Reaver say. You know what I'm saying? That's just my opinion on it. If they can move him, they can move him. If they can't move him, I think they amnesty him. You're going to have to pay him anyway, get that cap space, and be able to have that flexibility moving forward. But as far as bringing Batum here, he's just a guy that just got his money and just rolled over and no longer tried to be that guy. He was a good two-way guy. He wasn't in that Paul George or Jimmy Butler category, you know what I'm saying? But he was a good two-way player. He could defend on both ends of the floor. I mean, he could defend on one end of the floor. He can, shoot the ball a bit, and he just got his money and just forgot how to hoop. And sometimes when money is the main motivation, once you get that money, if it fills you, you don't really have the same ambitions to hoop no more. So he'd just be a guy here that'd be semi in the rotation. He'd be a veteran guy trying to coach the young guys there, showing Diambo what the league is about. But Malik Monk has been a disappointment. For whatever reason, it hasn't worked in Charlotte. Maybe he needed to change the scenery. I don't really think he was that good at Kentucky. I think it was a tad bit. I think he was a lot overrated. But he can shoot the ball. I mean, it's like having another Luke Kennard there. I think Luke Kennard is better than Malik Monk, but it'll be a cap move for the Pistons. The Pistons, get that $27 million off the cap after next season, and that's just basically what it would be for the Detroit Pistons. I mean, other than that, man, it's a trade that it doesn't benefit Charlotte. They saying, well, Charlotte needs a vocal point. They need a veteran in the locker room, and this, that, and the third. You got P.J. Washington. You got the kid from Miles Bridges, from Michigan State. They got Terry Rozier. But they already got guys like Blake Griffin over there. P.J. Washington, Miles Bridges. They play that 3-4 type of hybrid game already. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really see how much it benefits the Charlotte Hornets at all. You know what I'm saying? Michael Jordan didn't even want to give Kemba a max contract, even though this max contract expires in 2 more seasons. But, obviously I just don't see the point of the deal being done for Charlotte. You know what I'm saying? For the Pistons, it gives you cap relief. It gives Malik Monk a different type of system to thrive in. I think, maybe it worked for him, being in Detroit and being outside of Charlotte. But ultimately, I just don't really see how this benefits Charlotte. As a Piston fan, it benefits us if we get that cap off, after next year. We don't have to amnesty nobody. But, I don't see this trade making Charlotte better. Without Blake Griffin proving that he's healthy and passing the physical or showing them that he can still be that Blake Griffin that was NBA All-Third team a couple years ago. Other than that, I just don't see how it benefits the Charlotte Hornets at all. On the court, could it benefit us? Yeah, Malik Monk just need to change the scenery, a different coach. Maybe he can light it up for us and be our Vinnie Johnson off the bench or our Bojanovic off the bench. But if you getting something out of this trade for the Pistons, on the court, other than cap relief off the court, you really banking on the potential of Malik Monk. Nicholas Batum is done. When his contract is up, Nicholas Batum is going to be lucky to still be in the league. He's going to be somewhere out there in Israel hooping, trying to be the Israel League champion MVP like a Mark Stoudemire. But quite frankly, this trade, it ain't sexy for me. I don't even know, if Malik Monk blow up in Detroit, then it'd be one of the better trades. But if he don't, then it's just a cap room move. You can amnesty Blake, but you still got to pay him. That's a problem. It just won't count against the cap. But Batum not bringing nothing no more. Batum got 1 foot in the door and 1 foot out the league. And that's just the honest opinion on that one. But hey, let me know what you think about the hypothetical trade. It was in Bleacher Report. I just don't think it's a good move for Charlotte. But hey, it is what it is. Some people think Blake Griffin is tradable. I don't think that contract is tradable without a preview, without a sample, without him going out there and at least playing well in preseason, at least playing well in the first 20, 30 games in the NBA season. So if he proved that he back, he only 31 years old, his knee is good, this time at the trade deadline next year or next season, and the Pistons don't move him and they keep him, they'll be some damn fool. Don't make the same mistake twice. May it be Troy Weaver, or may it be the other dude that pulled the strings. I just drew a brain fart or a blank. I got his name, Stefanowski. Don't make the same mistake. If that Blake Griffin balling next year and he looking good, move him at the trade deadline before it, man. But hey, let me know what you guys think. Check out Detroit Piston Talk playlist. Don't forget we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out if you got business question, inquiry, response, video requests. Keep sharing the videos one time. For the one time, we go.